Microphone is on. We are getting ready, folks, for another rendition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. This is a quick pre-show before we begin the October 1st edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. I cannot believe we're in October, folks. It is a live edition yet again, and we are getting ready. We're just pulling away from my mom's house. Bye, Ariel. Okay. All right, folks. This is Angel, and I'm the host of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Boy, this is going to be a controversial 2-part series, may even go to 3 parts. The title today is called Don't Put Words in My Mouth. That's right. Get ready, folks. This is going to be a heated discussion and something that I'm very, I'm an advocate for it. All right, with that being said, I just got to say, let's get started as we kick off the fall season of Have Faith, Let It Begin with an old school introduction, because we have to give a shout out to my goddaughter, Gabby Santana. And, oh, wait a minute. Do we have it in here? No, they're telling me I don't have it. Okay, no problem, guys. Well, we're going to have it for tomorrow, I promise. Well, with that being said, let's get started.
Are you looking for something different? Are you driving to work every morning and saying to yourself, what could I do to pass the time? Well, here's a show for you. Weekdays, Monday through Friday. Have Faith, Let It Begin. It is a show designed for you, the daily commuter. Motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony set out to change the world. Join us every morning live at 7:30 a.m. because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. We are waiting for the post notifications to go out, and they have officially. We are on the air. Folks, it is October 1st, 2019, and I cannot believe September is gone. Welcome to the autumn edition. Welcome to the fall edition. And I have to start off because I want to apologize. We thought we had it racked up in time, and it looks like we didn't, so I apologize up front. We were going to launch Tested by Gabby Santana because she was the one that started us on this platform with that great intro that we had for quite some time. She is working on her first single, and we wanted to just congratulate her on that. We don't know when it's going to drop, but when it does, we will certainly keep all of you informed. She is an up-and-coming star and someone that I believe will make a difference in this world with her music, and we just wish you nothing but the very best. Folks, welcome to today's episode. I myself am excited about today's episode because, quite frankly, it's been a roller coaster for the last couple of weeks. Don't put words in my mouth. Yes, that's the title today. So, quite often, when we get into an altercation or an argument or a debate, there are times when individuals will say things and use words that were once said and then manipulate them by adding extra words. Let me give you an example. I myself have been feuding with an organization about a bill. And the bill that I've been talking about, I feel that should not be paid because services were not rendered. Well, when I discussed it with the person in charge of this company, they decided to come at me and say that I was basically using words that... Actually, let me rephrase that because I'm trying to do this in the right way. You know what? Let's just be very brutally honest here and just write out and say it. So I said that the people that were on scene for this situation took a very long time. And their words to me were within the time frame that they had timed or clocked, it was considered efficient time, and that my accusation, quote unquote, of me saying that people were arguing or nagging about certain things, I never used that word, never even accused the individuals of that as well. That's when I got upset. I got upset because I said, you're saying something that is not accurate. I had it in writing. I put it in writing, and I've never said that verbally. And that's something that really, really ticks me off. I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's a couple things in life that get me upset. You know, some people have always said to me, hey, you know, can you do me a favor and tell me what it is that really actually gets you aggravated? And I say to them, well, here's the deal. Don't lie to me. Don't accuse me of something. And quite honestly, do not put words in my mouth. And that is extremely frustrating. If any of you have ever gone through that, if any of you have ever felt that people have accused you of doing something or saying something without even knowing for a fact, or worse, when they were there and they heard you say it the first time, but then decided to add extra words to make it worse or to make you look bad, is something that I just cannot understand. I can't fathom why people would actually do that. But it's all about perception too. You know, sometimes you use words that people don't understand. Words that people, maybe uneducated, can understand what you're trying to make a point to say. Here's another case in point. I was on the phone one day and an individual was asking me questions. And my response to that person was, you know, the person that they were looking for, a manager they were looking for, was currently doing rounds. The guy came back at me and said, I don't know what that means. You're using words that I don't understand. He says, I didn't know that he was firing weapons. And I said, I never said that. Apparently the person thought I was talking about the manager going out and firing a round of guns, when in reality he was doing his rounds. He was walking around the call center, walking around the management area to see if everything was done. Again, difference of choice of words, perception. But I don't want to get on a tangent. I want to stick to the story at hand. Putting people down or going off on people and saying that they said something when you know for a fact they haven't, or adding words to make that person look bad or to appear vicious or even disrespectful, is something I don't understand why people do. It goes hand in hand with why people are so nasty and vicious, so quick to ask for supervisors, so quick to ask to get someone in trouble. Why do we do these things to each other? Why do we put each other in these positions to make ourselves look better, to make the other person look worse? It's something I just don't understand. So let me ask you this. When you're out in the workplace, when you're out in your social life, have you done this before? Have you accused or made things up to make people look bad? Have you said things about other people that maybe they have said and then added a couple more adjectives or verbs to make them appear worse than they are? It's not right. It's not the right thing to do. You know, God doesn't like ugly. God does everything in His power each and every day to try His best to allow us to use all the good that's inside of us, because we all have good intentions. We all have good inside of us. But why is it that we're so quick to judge? Why is it that we're so quick to have a short fuse and be quick to disrespect others, especially our parents, our in-laws, our children, our colleagues, our friends? It's not something that we should be doing. It's not something that we should partake in. Allow yourself to think before you speak. Allow yourself the ability to say, I am not going to make another person look bad just so that I can look like a winner or a better person to others. Because at the end of the day, when you're right and you're rude, then you're wrong. We're going to stop right there today. And we're going to continue with this topic tomorrow, October 2nd, 2019, for part 2 of Don't Put Words in My Mouth. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.